Hello everybody, and welcome back to On The Table. So, what are we going to be looking at this week? Well, what we're going to be looking at, we're going to be looking at some finished pieces. That's right guys, I managed to finish my Great Unclean one. Boom, there he is. I gotta say, I think this is probably one of the best models I've ever painted in the history of my wargaming life. It is an absolutely awesome model to paint, and do you know what? The sad thing is, my lighting setup does not do it justice. It's so much nicer in person. In fact, there's some exceptional photographs of it on Instagram, so if you guys go to the Instagram, the link is in the doobly-doo down below, and be able to see some better photos of it and some more detailed pictures probably. But let's just take a look at this guy. So, absolutely awesome. I can't get over how nice this was to paint, and that's rare for me. That's coming from someone that doesn't really do a lot of painting, who is notorious, should I say, for not enjoying painting. But nonetheless, I did enjoy this very, very much. All the lines in it were just really nice. All the detail was just the right kind of size to be able to get right, and everything was really accessible. I was worried with some of these deep gashes and wounds and stuff that he's got that it wasn't going to be that accessible with a brush, but no, he really, really is. And whilst it didn't take me long, it only took me about 4 hours maximum to paint this guy. It gave me a little opportunity to try some slightly new techniques. And I wouldn't say techniques, should I say, painting styles that I've not actually tried before. So with this, I kind of went for this like rather olive looking green skin. I wanted to do like a fleshy one, but I really wanted him to fit in with my plague bearers and stuff as well. Now, this look was achieved using Deathworld Forest, mostly all over it, because I didn't have much left. This kind of lent it to what happened with it. So I didn't have much Deathworld Forest left, so I used what I wanted to use with Deathworld Forest, and I left some bits purposely with my light ghost grey primer on there. And then I actually got this one. I actually decanted this Citadel Shade into a dropper bottle. But I used Elysian Green, which is a very, very nice colour for doing Nurgle. And it's especially good when you put a Athonian Camo Shade wash over it. It really complements the Deathworld Forest tone. Really, really complements. Fucking hell, that blue. Right, I'm sorry, guys. I gotta just fucking get this on my chest. This thing here, this puddle of I don't know what the fuck it is right where I lay my hand all the time when I'm making videos, and it's sticky as fuck, and it always gets all over my hand. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop a glove down there like that, and we're going to forget about it because it's pissing me off. But yeah, so can I get a better shot of it? Yeah, there we go. So that happened. And then what I did, I went over with the Athonian Camo Shade wash over most of it. Again, purposely leaving gaps and stuff, and then in those gaps, I went over with just a yellow wash from Vallejo, just the standard Vallejo yellow stuff. And it turned out it just went really, really nice, like mottled, kind of jaundicey, kind of greeny yellow. And I was very, very pleased about it, very, very happy. I also then went over it again, randomly, didn't really plan where it was going to, with my 50-50 Agrax Nuln Oil mix, and it just turned out absolutely perfect. I couldn't have wanted the skin to be any better. Although I did go over it, I think I went over it, I did it a light dry brush of, I think, Catachan Green as well. Like very, very light, just to pick out some slight highlights on it. But yeah, other things with this, I managed to get some nice little extra details in. So let's look at the flail here. By the way, my main option, I think, I'm going to have to go with the flail and sword, because the flail gives the Great Unclean One its only ranged shooting attack. And it's really, really good because it stacks damage. I think it's like 2 or 3 damage, but that damage transfers. So you can kill like 2 models with, well, each, okay, so the way I've read it, each attack, so I think it was, so for example, say if he gets 3 attacks, I know he gets more, but if he gets 3 attacks, each attack with the flail does 2 damage, which means that if you attack something, that, say you attack a small squad with it, that's only got 1 wound per model, that damage transfers to each model. So those 3 attacks, for example, so that's 2, 4, 6, it means that you can potentially kill, and you will almost certainly kill 6 models with every attack, with every 3 attacks that you do, which is awesome for whittling down those low wound low, well, but like horde kind of units, which is great. But anyway, I digress. Back to the model. So some of the nice details that I did on this. I did my kind of like ghostly kind of coloration on the sensor bearers here, which is quite nice. And then I even, on the skulls, I went in and did like a really nice glowy, let's see if we can get the light on there a little bit better. I did a really nice glowy kind of, whoa, that's super bright. Can I remove the light to get a bit of a better look at the glow? Let's have a look, yeah. So I did with my really, really nice preferred green fluorescent from Vallejo. I got some glowy effects there, and I also got some nice glowy effects on his sword, because I wanted to do some like glowy eyes from like the skeletons and stuff. So let's see if I can get it with the light again. Yeah, there we go, that's a bit better. So I did a lot more work on the sword and the weapons on this one than I would normally do with a regular like model. I just wanted this to be an awesome, awesome centerpiece. In regards to the head that I chose this head because there's three heads that you get. You get the smiley head, you get, oh sorry guys, oh you just woken up. You get the smiley head, you get the angry head, and then you get the Rotigus head. Now I was going to use the Rotigus head, but I was like, I don't know, I had a last minute change. I definitely don't want to use the smiley head, because that's one that everyone seems to be using. And then this one just really, because it has just the one cyclopean eye in there, which again, I'm really chuffed at how that came out. The one cyclopean eye in there, it just mirrored my plague bearers and stuff just perfectly, so I was really happy with that. And one of the things that I did, I actually managed to keep the faceplate. I'm just going to keep it on with Blue Tack, I think, because it's really funny, because you can whip it off and just got Blue Tack on my face. That's the noise I imagine he makes when his face comes off. Because it's just really funny. And I didn't want to go, fucking Blue Tack, come here, you slut. There you go. Oh my god. Oh, get off, get off, get off. You're ruining my creation, you fucking bellend. Come on. Okay, that's going to have to stay there. But I really like the fact that he's just got this face of utter dismay under his actual faceplate there. It's really, really good. I am definitely going to keep this faceplate unglued so that I can just whip it off when I use it in battles. It's just really funny. But yeah, that it's the kind of noise I imagine he makes. But yeah, other things. It was another thing I did with the mouth assembly. Oh wow, my light's totally not in the right place where I want it. As you can see inside there, guys, I actually did some work on the mouth. Now I left the outer jaw here off, and then I just did all the painting inside and made it all nice and gooey, and then I glued that on over the front of it. But it was just really, really nice to do some different stuff with it. Like one of the things that I did on some of the boils down here on his leg, I made them look really nasty and infected looking by using like an orange wash over some rotting flesh. And then after I did the orange wash, I went back with some rotting flesh over that, and then added my Tamiya clear yellow glaze over the top to make it look really, really sore and just really fucking nasty and festering. Likewise with the wounds and stuff all over it. It was just really, really cool. I might go in and paint these skulls in here and do a little bit more work on this area, just because I'm not overly happy with it, but it's enough to say that I've done it. Other things as well. I didn't show you on the other one. The pictures were on the Instagram. Again, you get more sneak peeks on Instagram, guys. Go follow me. I actually made this guy fully magnetizable. We've got, these are both the arms that I've actually currently finished. And literally, it lends itself so well to being magnetized. All you've got to do is shove a buttload of green stuff, or Sculpey or whatever, or not Sculpey, or Milliput, whatever you want to use, into the joint holes, and yeah, sink those magnets in, and it joins up pretty much perfectly. And just 2 neodymiums were needed on this one, just because it's a little bit heavier, especially when the added mass and the added weight of the green stuff goes in there. One thing I did do though, because I've had it before, issues where magnets tend to pop out if I'm just gluing them on with super glue. So I used epoxy. You can see the epoxy where it ran here. So epoxy glue just to properly fix those magnets into that bit so that they would not come off, but they lend themselves really well to being magnetized, as you can see there. It's just absolutely perfect, and this model just makes such an imposing. Oh, you'll have also noticed, guys, that I've based the bastard as well, and he's also got his little squash nurgling under there. Ah, help me, Help me, Master! Your massive girth is crushing me! Your massive girth! Oh, your massive girth. But anyway, I digress. This is an absolutely wonderful model. It's going to be an absolutely awesome centerpiece for my Nurgle demons when I get around to doing them. I've got quite a few Nurgle demons currently. Lots of demon princes. I've got about 20 plague bearers, shit tons of Nurglings. I've got the Horticulturix Slimus, so the plague bearer riding on the giant snail. I've got him. Knocking about. I'm building currently, but I'm not going to hand, so I won't show you guys. But another thing that I did, one of the things that I could not let pass up, was off the sprue that you get. You actually get this awesome little dude, as I showed you on the sprue when I did the video previously, and I had to give this guy his own base because it was screaming to. I couldn't just use him as an accessory. He is going to count as either an objective marker or a Lord of Contagion, because let's face it, guys, he's got a fucking sword, he's got a cape, he's the most regal fucking Nurgling that there is there, and he's awesome. So he's going to get his own separate paint job, and he's actually going to be protected by a load of Death Shroud Terminators, because why not? It's my army and I can do what I want. To hell with the haters. But yeah, so he was pretty cool. Let's look at some other stuff that I've actually done. Let's pop the old bad daddy to the side there. I started work on a Tallyman of Nurgle. Here he is so far. He's basically just got his metals and the secondary colour on. So he's got like a bit of bright brass and a bit of rust colour on there as well. I've got to do obviously a lot more work on him, and his arm is kicking about somewhere. I keep accidentally losing his arm, which is not good. I've lost this arm twice, but what I'm going to do, I saw really on Instagram, there's a guy and he's got this. He's got the Tallyman, and what he's done, he's got like a load of scriptures like on here, but then he's drawn a penis on here, so I might reciprocate that because I thought it was just a really funny little idea to do. So I'm going to draw a little cock and balls on his paper, just in case when people notice it, you'll be like, oh, that's pretty funny. No attention to detail, I like it, nice. So that's in the works currently. Oh, I have a nice big unit of Death Shroud Terminators now. I'm just going to get them all out. You've seen 3 of them before in a previous video, but they look really, really awesome when... Oh shit, nearly snapped it in half then. They look really, really awesome. Everything's gone very blue. Can I sort that out? Why has everything gone really, really bright and blue? I'm going to have to alter that in post. But yeah, they look really imposing and really just menacing and awesome. Well, you got to think you stagger them because there's only like 3 different poses for them. When you look at them all together, it's just really cool. Really cute. Let's do that. And then what I did now, I wanted everything to be kind of like in groups of 7. So what I decided to do, as I said in the other video, I used the guy that you get from the Easy to Build Terminators as my 7th Death Shroud, and he just looks like the commander because he's just got a completely different pose, and it's really, really nice. You might also notice, guys, I've done away with the shit head that he comes with, and I've given him a new one, which I'm still not quite happy about because the detail on it is really, really bad, so I might rip that out and replace it with another head in a later date, but at the moment it is definitely better than what he comes with. The other one, I thought to myself, do you know what, I'm going to like it when it's actually done. It's probably just a classic case of GW not photographing their stuff well at all. They honestly need to sack their photographer and graphic design team for their packaging because it's stupid. Mainly because, as well, on the Great Unclean one here, you don't get a sense of how big he actually is. This sword looks tiny when you look at it on the box art, but in reality, it's probably one of the biggest... Oh, burped then and spoke at the same time. It's probably one of the biggest weapons that we've seen so far in a plastic kit from Workshop. But anyway, back to the Death Shroud. Yeah, so it's a really, really awesome looking, intimidating unit on the battlefield. Again, all fully based and everything. I've not actually used a full squad of Death Shroud Terminators yet. I'm looking forward to. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be pretty devastating, I think, because the Death Shroud, the Man Reapers that they have are absolutely just insane in regards to how much damage they do. And then, you know, you've got the whole fact that if there's a character within, like, what, I think, like, several inches of them, they can actually step in and take the wound, which is really, really good. So, you know, if you want to keep a Great Unclean one alive, or keep Mortarion alive, or Typhus alive, just stick him in the middle of these guys and he will basically never die, which is really, really awesome. But yeah, so I've got those guys, so that's pretty good. Oh, I finished something else as well. Let's just shove those guys to the back. I finished Come here. I finally finished this Herald of Nurgle from Avatars of War. I need to make that light a bit bright. Why is it not? There we go. Sorry, I need a better lighting setup. I really do. Do I need to leave it on second? No, I don't. There we go. So yeah, this Avatars of War Herald. I finally painted up because I thought, you know what, after his toilet adventures, he really needed to to have a full paint job done. And this was actually kind of a tester model that I did for the Great Unclean one that I have back there, in regards to some of the techniques and the colours that I used. So yeah, it was really, really nice to paint. It was really, really quick to paint as well, because literally there's only green and then the wounds pretty much on him. So yeah, easy to paint model. Really, really nice. Heavy, nice chunk of metal as well, which is really, really good. Really, really like him. He's going to look right at home in amongst all my fully based Plague Bearers. Ah, there they are. I probably just chipped about 20 of them. But yeah, all these Plague Bearers are fully based now, and you know, I've pretty much got a full Nurgle army just on my desk right now, and then I've got another one on a shelf. So yeah, this is I think possibly my biggest army now that I've got currently, the Nurgle stuff. It's just absolutely huge in what I've got. I mean, I'm looking at it there. I look at what's left on my shelf, and I've also got a box of it as well. Plus the two penis twins that are hiding actually back there somewhere underneath that that duster. Because I had the wife in here the other day, and she was airbrushing something. She was actually airbrushing them, whatever the fuck they are, luminous green barnacles for some project that she's doing. And I didn't want to get Osprey on them. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for the time being. Please, please, please let me know what you think of the big granddaddy himself, the big Great Unclean one right there. Let me know what you think of my awesome unit of Death Shroud, and let me know what you think of my Herald, which is there. It'd be absolutely awesome to hear what your thoughts are, and you know, how you painted yours if you're getting them, if you got any of these models. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on the Instagram, because again, I post up there quite a bit. You know, sometimes little random videos and stuff, you know, that I just find funny and I just put out there. I just post up random stuff, and obviously stuff that's going on in my actual life as well as lots and lots of pictures of hobby-related things. So guys, please follow me on there. Link is in the doobly-doo down below. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you in the next video. See you now, and goodbye.